Hello everyone, hope all of you are having a pleasant day. So today we are about to discuss the topic functions, right? Let us begin. Functions, what are functions? Functions are the modular blocks of code designed to perform specific tasks, right? So the few statements will be executed when they will be called, okay? And they are designed to perform some specific logic or a task, right? Now let us see how to create a function. How to create a function. Def. We use def keyword here to create a function, and I will be just creating like this, something like this, and within the function then I will print. As I told, the function holds some set of statements, so I will just use this print statement and I will print hello Python. Hello Python. Okay, and let us try to execute this. Let it run. Oh, why it didn't showcased any output? Because I have not called the function. So it is very important, if you want to have the output, you need to call the function. So let us call the function, otherwise the function will not give any output. So the set of block I mean the function will only be executed once it is called. So it's very important for you, if you want the output for that, you need to call a function. So this is how you can call a function. Calling a function is done in this way. And I have created this function. This is the upper code is a function, and we have performed a calling for that function, right? This is a function and this is the calling of a function. I called the function here. The execution went here to this, the control of execution went here, and then the function, and it went into the set of statements, and then this got hello Python got executed, right? Now let us remove this and let us create a function with parameters. Okay, so function with parameters using def keyword. What it is? So now how to execute the function with parameters? Like there is def add numbers. We are having function here with two parameters, that is a and b. Now I want to sum up these two elements and return the result. Okay, and let's print add numbers 2, 3, because I have given the value here. So when I have called this function, this is the calling of the function along with the value, and print is being executed to print out the result, right? So def add numbers a comma b, result is equals to a plus b, return result print add numbers 2, 3. Clear? So this is how it is being executed. Now function with arguments, right? Let us try this. def, okay, and make greeting. So this is function, Python function with arguments. Now let us do here something like return f. Now let us do this print, okay, make greeting. Def make greeting. There are three parameters in title, name and greeting. So return is greeting, title and name. Cool. So greeting, and what is this next? Print statement is there, then print make greeting, that is Mr. and Brown. So now return greeting, title and name. Print make greeting Mr. and Brown. So Mr. and Brown are the values being passed for title Mr. and name Brown, and return is trying to return the values for these three parameters, that is greeting, title and name. So you can just see hello, comma, Mr. Brown. So just see how it is being aligned here. The parameters are being described in the arguments, like the arguments are being passed, and the third argument which is passed, it is passed with the value. Cleared? Now let us see another function. Here we will see the local variables within the function, right? So let us see this function. What is the scope of variables? So we will see local variables, okay, global variables. Then we will also see nested function, function inside function, and we will also see naming variables, right? We will see all these things: local, global, naming variables, and function inside function. All these pointers we are about to see back to back. So let us see first local variable. What happens when we use local variable? So this is def calculate area, that is radius. Then I'm just giving a local variable like pi. Area, local variable in the sense it has the it has its what I can say, it has its identity till function only. So out of function it doesn't has any identity, or it can't be used. So okay, and if you want to access this variable, you have to access with like something like function name. Along with the function name you have to access it. So like using the identity of the function, and then the variable can be accessed, but it doesn't has any identity out of that function otherwise. Def calculate area, and I'm just giving I want like I'm giving radius there, and like I need the value of radius, so radius you can give it, and pi is equals to this much, area is pi into radius, and I want the result in the sense I want the area, right? And print area, and then calculate area 5. Now let us remove this example. Let us try function inside function. Def outer function and this, and for example I'm writing message is equals to, let me type hello, and let me again use some inner function, right? Inner function, and let me again print some message. So this is the function, nested function kind of. So there is outer function, then we have a message is equals to hello. Inner function is there, and then print message. And we are calling inner function, we are calling outer function initially. So when we call outer function, it will go into outer function, then we have to call inner function too, and then inner function will be executed and it will print the output, right? So when you call, you have to call both function. Only calling the outer function won't work. Or we can just check also, like if we call only outer function, what happens with this? If we do this, then it is not printing anything. And if we do this and run, it will print hello. And let us do this. If I comment out outer function and run, then what happens? It will print nothing, right? Okay, clear. I'm removing this code. Now let us see global variables. What happens when we use global variables? Z is equals to 50 def my fun, and this is how I'm using print Z within this, and then my function, and then print Z, enter. So what is happening? Z is defined outside the function. It is a global variable and we are trying to print that within the function without defining or calling them specifically. So I'm just trying to print Z. So I just wanted to, and then I'm trying to print Z outside also, and I'm just calling this function. So I just wanted to see what happens in both cases, outside the function also what it prints and within the function. So the value is same and the Z is being printed, right? Yeah, so the value is also same, right? Uh, so this is the scope of global variable. So when the variable is global or like it can be accessed anywhere within the function or outside the function, but when it is local, it can be accessed only within the function, and it cannot be accessed outside the function. Now let us see naming variables. What are naming variables? S is equals to I am global string def my fun. S is equals to I am global string. Let's see what happens in this case. Print S, and let us call then my function outside my fun, and print S. Let us run this. So what is happening here? Like I have declared a global variable S, then I have created a function and I'm also declaring one more variable here, the same I'm global string, and I'm trying to print S. So what is happening? This is like let me just remove this and then do it. Print as is giving error because this is not being present. Whereas when I do this is a global variable, this is a local variable. If you will like I made this particular statement deactivated. Okay, this was not executed, and when this printers was trying to get printed, it was getting failed. It was giving a name error. Whereas for this particular S, it was giving the output because it was printing this local S, whereas the global S was not printed, right? इसमें क्या हुआ है, इन लोगों ने नहीं खोला, बड़ा होने वाला है बैट. Now what is happening here? I have created a function print details and passed two parameters in it with the value name is Elon Musk and age is 50. Now I am trying to print the name and age. So there are placeholders created for name and age, and then I'm just trying to also pass one more value into it, like that is Jeff Bezos and 57. So I'm trying both ways in the same code. And then I'm trying to again secondly also have called the same function. So at one time, at this particular time it will take these values Elon Musk and 50, and the second time it will take Jeff Bezos and 57, these values, right? So you can just clearly see Jeff Bezos is 57 years old and then Elon Musk is 50 years old. So that function got executed twice with two different values, one of the parameters which is being passed and another the value which was given while calling a function here. Clear? I hope this makes sense to you people. We are just seeing like different ways, like how you can execute the function, how you can give the how you can pass the parameters, how you can call the function. We are just seeing the different ways of it. Now I want to show you one difference. For example, def add sum, and I'm just trying to print like this, and sum equals to a plus b return sum, and now just try to print it. Run without this. So what it is giving here? Parameter without a default follows parameter with a default, right? So what is happening here? It's giving an error. Why? Everything is right. I have passed the value. I have given up. I have passed the parameters. I have the passed one parameter with the value, and then I'm trying to return the sum of it. So what is happening? What's wrong in this particular? It's giving a syntax error. Like, what is wrong in this? So why it is giving syntax error is because you have initialized it primarily. So this is not the way. What I have to do here is I need to write b comma. So like I'm showing you like where the errors can happen. This logic or this particular can happen with anyone. This mistake can happen with anyone. So just to minimize your mistake or to know why when you define the function correctly, when you are already like defining the function, when you're calling the function correctly, still it is giving error. So what's happening? And when I try to run this, it will not give me any output even, and not even any error. Output not, because I have not called the function, and not any error because you can see initially it was giving an error, but now it is being corrected, and b is there. B is the first one, and then a is equals to 2 is taken second one. So this is how you have to pass parameters. Like, you have to be cautious while passing these parameters, that when you are initializing something, any integer, let's keep that parameter second, whereas when you are and use the first one or first one as a string, and when it is a number or integer, something number form, you can keep it second and the first one should be string. For example, if I just mention here name, and if I write here, then it will do and now I try to run it. I'm using multiplication. It will not give any error, right? Because it's a string. So let's run this. ठीक है, तो आपको इतना समझ में आ गया है ना? Now let us see what are asterisk args and double asterisk KW args. Okay, let us see that. So asterisk args, what it specifies is specifies the number of non-keyword arguments that can be passed and operations can be performed on a function in Python. Again, I am repeating, dot asterisk arg specifies the number of non-keyword arguments that can be passed and operations can be performed on function in Python. Double asterisk KW args is a variable number of keyworded arguments that can be passed to a function that can perform dictionary operations. Let me repeat again. Double asterisk KW args is a variable number of keyworded args that can be passed to a function that can perform dictionary operations. So let us see that initially. So first of all, asterisk args enable us to pass the variable number of non-keyword arguments to a function, but we can't use this to pass keyword arguments. Keyword args that they contain key value pair like Python dictionary. Double asterisk KW args allows to pass any number of keyword arguments. So let us execute these. Let us execute some examples for asterisk args and double asterisk KW args. Def make sentence. I'm just using here words, okay? sentence equals, you can mention anything in a sentence like today it's pleasant. Okay, today it's pleasant. For word in words dot values and sentence plus equals to word. So what we are doing here is I have defined a function and just put this kwargs like past this double asterisk वाला parameter. फिर सेंटेंस डिक्लेयर कर दिया है मैंने, फिर फॉरवर्ड ले रही हूँ मैं, तो फॉरवर्ड इन वर्ड्स डॉट वैल्यूज़ एंड सेंटेंस प्लस इज इक्वल्स टू वर्ड रिटर्न सेंटेंस. तो प्रिंट सेंटेंस एंड मेक, और मेक सेंटेंस के अंदर मैंने 3 पैरामीटर्स डाल दिए, kwargs, b's are एंड c's awesome. 3 पैरामीटर्स डाले हैं, तो इसके अंदर क्या आ जाना चाहिए, लेट अस एग्जीक्यूट दिस एंड सी. या तो फिर मैं इसे अभी के लिए हटा देती हूँ, मुझे बस देखना है कि क्या होता है. अगर मैं इसे हटाती हूँ, हाँ, और मैं रन करती हूँ, तो मुझे बस देखना है कि क्या होता है. तो सेंटेंस आ गया है kwargs are awesome. तो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, फॉर वर्ड इन वर्ड्स डॉट वैल्यूज़, वैल्यूज़ क्या कर रहा है फंक्शन, रिटर्न एन ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोवाइडिंग अ व्यू ऑन द डिक्ट वैल्यूज़, सेंटेंस प्लस इज इक्वल्स टू वर्ड एंड रिटर्न सेंटेंस. तो ये हर एक लूप में जाएगा, हर एक वर्ड में जाएगा, ठीक है. वो kwargs लेगा, वो आर लेगा, वो awesome लेगा, और वो पूरा सेंटेंस बना के आपको दे देगा. तो सेंटेंस एम्प्टी है, ठीक है, ये सेंटेंस एम्प्टी है. Why it's not printing? Because I have not called the function. I need to call a function outside, that is printing data, and this was called now. Let me see what's happening here. So let us go to the Word document to see what is happening exactly, right? इसमें क्या हो रहा है? So yeah, here we are using this printing data. So I will use this particular, okay? We are trying to call the function, okay? This is the simple example where, okay, a simple example of a function that uses standard arguments like both asterisk args and double asterisk kw args. Okay, so it is using both the loops for arg in args and print, and for keyword in kw args dot items and print, right? And then we will see the next things too. So yeah, you can see the output here. Let us go through the function first. Initially, what we have done here is we have defined a printing data function. We have put 3 arguments. We are using both the arguments here, asterisk args and double asterisk kw args. Trying to print this I am code name. I want to print this particular parameter code name. So I am, the code name is being printed, which is passed here. Then the second is for args in arg, I am arg print arg. And then for keyword in keywords dot item kw args dot items and keyword. So what is this is agent. We have used first name, we have given James, and last name we have given Bond, or I am arg agent. So I am arg, and for keyword in kw.args I have we are printing this. So what is happening here? I am arg agent. I am arg agent. I am kw arg, that is first name and James, and then I'm kw arg last name Bond. So that is how it is being printed. First name James and last name Bond, right? So now what we are doing here, again we have initiated a class, then we are printing def, then init, and this is the function being used here. Okay, init, I will, in this self only I will declare both the variables args and kw args, and it is so now class is this, and these are the object. We have created the object and we are trying to print the color and the label of it. So in the class we have defined a function. In the function, this is the init method we are using. What does this do? So this is how the method is, and self we are using. If self is a parameter in the method, dot args and double kw args. So we are using the self dot length, self dot width is equals to args. Okay. Self dot color, self dot label, that is kw args dot get color and white, get label none. So rectangle 1, rectangle 2, enhanced rectangle, that is 4, 6, color is blue and label is rectangle A. 5, 8 and color is red. So I'm just passing all these parameters here, and how this parameter relates is 4, 5, 6, 8. These are the two elements. Color is blue. Okay, color is this, blue and red. Label is rectangle A. Okay, and now try to print. Blue and red. So it will be blue and label is none. Label, so label color is blue. Okay, color is blue and label was none. Clear? So like I just tried to implement this particular function. This was the class function, then the self and asterisk args is given, double asterisk another parameter is being given. Self dot length and self dot width is the one in which we are assigning the arg. Self dot colors and kw args dot get is there with color and white, and self dot label is there with kw args dot get, label is none. So for the label it will print none, and for color it will print blue. We have given red also, we have given this label rectangle A also, but white printed only blue and none. Let us check in this document if we get anything as such. So consider a simple class representing a geometric shape like a rectangle, and we can use asterisk arcs to allow for flexibility in the number of arguments during the object creation. We can use double asterisk KWX to handle additional properties of the rectangle such as color or a label. So this is how I had printed blue. Packing and unpacking both. So this is clearly mentioned here that we can use to allow the flexibility in the number of arguments during the object creation, and we can use to handle additional properties of the rectangle such as color and label. But it printed blue and it printed label only. Rectangle 2 dot label, because there is no label present here in the rectangle 2, hence it is printing label none. Okay, and for rectangle 1 dot color, it printed blue because we have already defined a color here. And if I try to print rectangle 2 for color, it will print red. Okay, it will print red. Okay, so here color and the white is given. So when we are calling this particular object, as per the object parameters, it is giving you the result. In the rectangle 2, there is no label present here, so it will give none. Cleared? That's it. Thank you. That's it. We have seen all the functions part in this particular video, and in the next video we will be discussing about OOPS concepts and exception handling. Cool. So we will meet in the next session. That's it. I'm ending this video here itself, and before ending, like I just wanted to showcase you this particular documentation for a while, so that you can go through. You people can go through the concepts. So these are the asterisk KW args in Python. Okay, you can just go through these concepts, and so it goes from here, it starts from here, and then it will be continuing here. Okay, and then it is being followed in this page, this one, and then it is being followed here, like that it goes. So I'm just keeping this page for a while so that you people can read it. After pausing a video, you can go through this documentation. And then I'm just keeping this one.
Logical parties, false.
Let me go with this particular part then.